World's top 10 most populous countries. The world's population currently stands at more than 7.8 billion people, with an estimated increase to about 11 billion by the end of the century. As healthcare, sanitation, and general living circumstances improve, mortality rates, especially among newborns and children, are declining, and the world population's median age has consistently increased for decades. 10. Mexico, 126 million people. The third largest country in North America is also the continent's second most populous country and the world's most populous Spanish-speaking country. It may surprise you to learn that Mexico also has the world's third largest Christian population, 92.4%. 9. Russia, 146 million people. Russia is a transcontinental country that lies between Northern Asia and Eastern Europe. It is the world's largest country in terms of land area. Ethnic Russians account for more than 80% of the country's population. The European section of Russia is home to roughly two-thirds of the Russian people. Russian is the official language. Russia's religious population is made up of 15 to 20% Russian Orthodox and roughly 17% Muslim. The legacy of over 7 decades of state atheism under Soviet control has left Russia with a vast population of non-practicing believers and non-believers. 8. Bangladesh, 168 million people. Bangladesh is located between India and Myanmar in the Ganges-Brahmaputra Delta. Bangladesh is the world's most densely populated big country, covering an area slightly over half the size of the United Kingdom. The state religion is Islam. Bangladesh is not only one of the world's most populous countries, but also one of the most densely populated. 7. Nigeria, 206 million people. Nigeria is a West African country bordering the Gulf of Guinea. The country is Africa's most populous, with a continually high pace of population growth. Hausa 30%, Yoruba 15%, Igbo, 15%, and Fulani 6% are the major ethnic groups. More than half of Nigeria's population, 53%, is Muslim, mostly Sunni. Various Christian denominations account for 45% of the population. Nigeria has also recently surpassed China as the continent's largest economy. 6. Brazil, 211 million people. Brazil is the largest and most populous country in South America, as well as the Western Hemisphere's second largest country. With 65% Roman Catholics and 22% Protestants, it is also the country with the world's second largest Christian population. Brazilian Portuguese is the primary language spoken. The majority of the population lives in the eastern region of the country, along the Atlantic coast. 5. Pakistan, 220 million people. Pakistan is the world's fifth most populated country, Asia's third most populous country, and the world's second most populous Islamic country. The country is home to 6 major ethnic groups. Punjabis, 45%, are the most common ethnic group, followed by Pashtuns, 15%, Sindhis, 14%, and Saraikis, 14%. Pakistan's Muslim population accounts for over 96% of the country's total population. Pakistan's Punjab province has the highest population density. 4. Indonesia, 260 million people. Indonesia is the world's most populous island nation, as well as the world's most populous Islamic country and the world's most populous sovereign state. 3. United States of America, 330 million people. The United States, which encompasses the majority of Central North America, is the most populated country in America. It is also the country with the world's largest Christian population, with 65% of Americans identifying as Christians today. Meanwhile, California, with a population of 39.5 million people, is the most populous state in the United States. On the other hand, New York City, New York is the most populated city, with 8.3 million residents. 2. India, 1.3 billion people. India, also known as Bharat, is Asia's and the world's second most populous country, with a population of just under 1.4 billion people. In India, there are hundreds of ethnic groups, and the Indian constitution recognizes 22 official languages. The old caste system still exists in Hindu society. Uttar Pradesh, with a population of 200 million people, is India's most populous state. 1. China, 1.4 billion people. For many centuries, China has maintained its position as the country with the world's highest population. China's drastic increase in population was said to have begun in 1949 after World War II. In order to build a better army and increase food production and income, Chinese families were encouraged to have as many children as possible. With a population of over 1.4 billion people, China continues to be the world's most populous country. The country with the most populous people on the globe is East Asia's Middle Kingdom. The Han Chinese make up roughly 90% of China's population.